The word hypersonic is everywhere these days, splashed across kitchen gadgets, sound systems, and even the latest tech advertisements. It's become a buzzword for anything fast, efficient, or cutting edge, promising to make our lives easier and more exciting. But behind the marketing hype, the true meaning of hypersonic is far more serious and frankly a lot more unsettling. While we chase speed and efficiency in our daily routines, hypersonic is a word that keeps military strategists and defense experts awake at night, pondering its implications for global security. We're not talking about crispy fries or faster downloads, we're talking about weapons that travel at unimaginable speeds. Hypersonic missiles move at Mach 5 or even faster. That's over a mile per second, so fast that traditional defenses can barely react before impact. Imagine a weapon capable of crossing the entire United States in under an hour. That's not a scene from a sci-fi movie, it's the reality of today's military technology. These missiles can maneuver unpredictably, making them even harder to track or intercept. Around the world, nations are racing to develop these weapons, seeing them as the ultimate power play. A missile too fast to intercept is a game-changer in global security, potentially rendering existing defense systems obsolete and shifting the balance of power. The term hypersonic now signals a fundamental shift in warfare, a new era where speed, unpredictability, and advanced technology rule the battlefield. When you hear hypersonic, think beyond the kitchen. Think about the unprecedented challenge it poses to global security and the way wars might be fought in the future. The race to master hypersonic technology isn't about convenience or consumer gadgets. It's about survival, dominance, and control of the skies. Whoever wins this race could control the future of conflict, dictating terms and setting the pace for everyone else. And now, a surprising new contender has entered the arena, making a bold move that could change everything. The balance of power is shifting before our eyes. Understanding hypersonic weapons is crucial for grasping the true stakes of modern warfare and the potential consequences for every nation. This is not just about new weapons. It's about a new kind of arms race, one that could redefine what global stability means. The implications go far beyond military hardware. They touch on international politics, alliances, and the very nature of peace and conflict in our world. As the world scrambles to adapt, the big question looms: who will set the rules in this new era of hypersonic warfare? The answer may surprise you. Let's dive deeper into what makes hypersonic missiles so terrifying and why the world is watching this race with bated breath. Hypersonic missiles travel at Mach 5 or even faster, meaning they can soar through the atmosphere at over 3,800 miles per hour, sometimes reaching speeds that are nearly impossible to comprehend. These are not just fast, they are in a league of their own, outpacing even the fastest fighter jets by several times. At that astonishing speed, a missile could reach London from Moscow in just 15 minutes, barely enough time for a cup of coffee, let alone a coordinated defense. The window to detect, analyze, decide, and respond is almost non-existent. Military personnel have only moments to react, making every second critical. But speed is only half the story when it comes to what makes these weapons so terrifying. Hypersonic missiles are unpredictable. They can maneuver mid-flight, weaving and changing course, unlike traditional ballistic missiles that follow a set arc. They fly low, hugging the Earth's surface, and can change direction at will, making them even harder to spot and track. This combination of speed and agility makes them nearly impossible to track or intercept with current technology. Traditional defenses are designed for predictable paths. Hypersonic missiles break those rules, leaving defense systems firing at empty sky. Their plasma sheath, created by the friction of extreme speed, distorts radar signals and acts as a natural stealth cloak, making them even harder to detect. The result? A weapon that's not only fast and agile but also nearly invisible to current defenses, an almost perfect offensive tool. Decades of investment in missile defense technology could be rendered obsolete overnight, leaving nations vulnerable. Hypersonic missiles are the ultimate offensive weapon, a nightmare scenario for military planners and strategists everywhere. They compress the timeline for response to mere moments, forcing decisions to be made in the blink of an eye. The threat is real, and the world's governments are scrambling for answers, racing to develop new defenses before it's too late. But why do old defenses fail so badly against them? The answer lies in the very nature of hypersonic technology. For years, missile defense meant building a shield, radars to detect, interceptors to destroy. Systems like Patriot and Iron Dome excelled against predictable, slower threats. They rely on calculating where a missile will be, then intercepting it. But hypersonic missiles don't follow predictable paths. They fly low, fast, and can change direction at any moment. By the time they're detected, it's often too late. Even if spotted, their maneuverability makes interception nearly impossible. The old hit a bullet with a bullet approach breaks down. Billions spent on missile defense now seem inadequate. The balance of deterrence is shaken. If you can't stop a first strike, old strategies collapse. This vulnerability creates instability and raises the risk of catastrophic miscalculation. The world needs a new kind of shield. Enter France with a surprising answer to the hypersonic riddle. Amid global anxiety, France has quietly developed a real, tested solution. The Aster 30B-1NT missile, part of the SAMP-TNG system, is designed to intercept hypersonic threats. Developed by Eurosam, a French-Italian consortium, this system combines advanced interceptors with next-gen radars. Unlike others focused on offense, France invested in defense, anticipating the hypersonic threat. In 2024 and 2025, France's system successfully intercepted targets simulating hypersonic missiles. These weren't easy tests, they pushed the system to its limits. The message, the uncatchable missile, may finally have a hunter. France's approach is unique, building the shield, not just a sharper sword. The Aster 30B-1NT and SAMP-TNG mark the world's first operational European anti-hypersonic defense. It's a game-changer, restoring hope for stability in a world on edge. But how does this system actually work? Let's break down the technology behind catching a hypersonic bullet. The French system's magic lies in advanced radar and a brilliantly agile interceptor. Detection is step 1, using Thales's Groundfire 300 ESA radar, which scans vast airspace instantly. Thousands of tiny modules track multiple targets, cutting through the plasma that blinds older radars. The radar feeds real-time data to the command system, tracking every move of the hypersonic threat. Once locked, the Aster 30B-1NT interceptor launches. It's a two-stage missile, a booster for speed, then a dart for agility. The dart uses PIF-PAF control, fins plus side thruster jets for sharp last-second maneuvers. As it closes in, the missile's own radar seeker locks onto the target. Micro-adjustments ensure a direct hit even against unpredictable flight paths. This combination of radar, agility, and guidance makes interception possible. It's a technological leap, turning the impossible into reality. But France's achievement is about more than just hardware. It's a statement of independence in a world of superpowers. France's anti-hypersonic shield stands out in a world dominated by US, Russian, and Chinese military giants. Since de Gaulle, France has insisted on strategic autonomy, its own nukes, jets, and now, missile defense. The Aster program is a European solution to a global problem. While the US chases experimental defenses and Russia, China focus on offense, France built a practical shield. France saw early that hypersonic weapons could destabilize Europe. The SAMP-TNG system is both a technological and strategic necessity. It gives Europe leverage and options, no longer solely reliant on US protection. In a world of shifting alliances, a homegrown defense system is powerful insurance. It signals Europe can defend itself and shape its own security future. France's approach is pragmatic, prescient, and collaborative. It's not just about missiles, it's about sovereignty and stability. The world is watching, and Europe is no longer just a consumer of security. The stakes became clear in Ukraine. The Ukraine war is a real-time test of modern air defense. Russia's missile barrages, including hypersonic Kinzhal, have terrorized cities. Western-supplied systems like Patriot and SAMP-T have been vital for Ukraine's survival. In 2023, Ukraine intercepted a Kinzhal missile, proving these invincible weapons can be stopped. SAMP-T also protected key sites, saving lives and morale. But intercepting hypersonic threats pushes defenses to their limits. Success isn't guaranteed. Every missile that gets through can be catastrophic. That's why the new Aster 30B-1NT matters. It's built for the hypersonic era, using real-world lessons. Higher interception rates mean real protection, cities saved, blackouts prevented. Ukraine's experience makes the need for advanced hypersonic defense painfully clear. The stakes are no longer abstract, they're life and death. Now let's look at the human side of this high-speed technology. Air defense is a high-speed dance, radar and missile in constant communication. The radar scans, searching for threats, trusting its signals and the algorithms behind them. This relationship happens at speeds beyond human comprehension, seconds from detection to interception. Our daily impatience is nothing compared to the urgency of hypersonic defense. Machines make split-second decisions, guided by code and mathematics, yet humans remain central. Engineers, operators, and commanders shape the system's use. The stakes are enormous, protecting lives, preserving normalcy, and preventing disaster. It's a strange romance, technology and humanity intertwined. The responsibility for these systems still rests with people. In the end, it's about creating a space for life to continue, even in the shadow of incredible speed. And now France's achievement is reshaping the future. France's Aster 30B-1. NT's success is more than a technological win, it's a strategic shift for Europe, signaling a new era in continental defense. Europe is no longer a passive observer in the arms race, it's an innovator, investing heavily in research and development to secure its future. The fear of unstoppable Russian or Chinese hypersonic arsenals is now countered by a credible shield, giving European nations renewed confidence in their security. France's system raises the cost and uncertainty for any aggressor, making any hostile action a far riskier gamble than before. Deterrence and stability are restored, offense is no longer unchecked, and the balance of power is shifting back toward defense. France emerges as a leader in European defense, offering protection for itself and its allies, and strengthening the bonds within NATO and the EU. The SAMP-TNG system is exportable and NATO-compatible, fostering European collaboration and enabling allies to benefit from this advanced technology. A working shield changes the dynamic, reducing the risk of preemptive strikes and making diplomacy more viable, as nations feel safer to negotiate. For every new sword, a new shield can be forged, and Europe is proving it can keep pace with the world's most advanced threats. France's achievement proves technology can build security, not just danger, and that innovation can be a force for peace. In the right hands, innovation can make the world safer, forging new partnerships and inspiring hope for a more stable future. The hypersonic arms race isn't over, but the rules have changed, and Europe is now an active player, not just a bystander. And France just helped write the next chapter, shaping the future of European security for generations to come. Conclusion: a dazzling claim in a world defined by speed. France's Aster 30B1NT in the SAMP-T next-generation system is more than defense. It's a statement. We stand even when the battlefield flies by in mock stripes. It is a future shield for a continent in an age defined by ultra-fast threats. If you found this breakdown enlightening, please like, share, and subscribe to History and War for more future-focused battlefield insights, and ring that notification bell. In the world of hypersonics, a split second is